2. Welcome to the James Prazik Show. Actually, it's titled Talk Today with James Prazik. I'm your host, James Prazik, on this disgustingly rain-drenched day. I'm back on Spreaker.com. I've taken a several-month hiatus, and now I'm back. Gonna try to do this full-time. Well, not full-time, but when I get a chance. Today's episode, we're gonna talk about Ray Rice, his new adventures, and Apple has some new toys out too. They had a little gathering yesterday in California, and they had some issues with their live stream, which kind of disgusted me. But first up is the Ray Rice situation. If you're not up to speed with Ray Rice, he is a running back for the Baltimore Ravens who was suspended 2 games for domestic violence against his then fiancée. They're now married. There was a video that was released on TMZ, of all sources, of him dragging out her body from the elevator. And thus he was suspended 2 months or 2 games. Shortly after that, the NFL announced a stiffer penalty for domestic violence. I think was first offense is 6 games. I could be wrong there. And the second one's a lifetime ban. Major cover-up in this whole fiasco, I believe. The NFL dropped the ball. First of all, suspending a guy only 2 games for hitting a woman, allegedly. And then yesterday, the video leaks out. It shows what happened inside the elevator. Just completely clobbered her right in her face. Knocked her out. And then he spit on her. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So, after the Ravens and the NFL seen the video for the first time yesterday, the Ravens terminated his contract and the NFL suspended him indefinitely. The NFL and the Baltimore Ravens said they had no knowledge of this video even existed. Now, in a society where technology is really great, and the NFL being the no-fun league basically, can go out and shut down some fan for posting a unauthorized video of the NFL on YouTube, you're telling me they couldn't go to the hotel and say, hey, do you guys have video from inside that elevator? They didn't. The hotel has said that they did not ask, which means they're covering something up. Roger Goodell needs to resign. Everybody involved needs to resign. Just a total asinine handling of this whole situation. I mean, why would you not, like I said, today's technology, why would you not ask the hotel about it? I think Roger Goodell will be fired by the owners. He should be. He should either be fired or step down. As for Ray Rice, I have no sympathy for him. His wife did come out and lash out at the media and saying that his livelihood, or he worked so hard and now it's just been taken away. Well, let me tell you something about the NFL or any professional league. It's not a right. It's not a God-given right for you to play in the league. It's a privilege. Just like driving a car. It's a privilege to drive a car. They can take your license away anytime. Drunk driving, speeding a lot, whatever. But it is a privilege to play in the National Football League, and he lost that privilege when he struck you. Now, I don't know if she was saying this stuff because she is in fear of Mr. Rice hitting her or doing something else to her. You can tell. Her body language. She's scared. So I don't believe this was a one-time thing. You can just see in her face at some of the press conference and stuff. She's scared of Ray Rice. But I also got to give hats off to the Canadian Football League. They also have said that they are going to honor the National Football League's suspension and not allow Ray Rice to play in their league. So, big ups to them. Just a very sad, demented situation there. Yeah. But other than that, it was a hell of a week one in the National Football League. You get to see a punter, a non-athlete, basically get karate kicked in the face, and the guy got flagged for it. How does that happen? He was just trying to hurdle him, and if the punter wasn't trying to play hero and just got out of the way, he never would have gotten kicked in the face. That was pretty sweet. I did find a video. Did they have something similar to that back in late 80s, early 80s? Billy Sims of the Lions karate kicked someone from the Houston Oilers. So, other than that, it's a welcome back NFL. It's been sorely missed. And I don't know if any of you guys have DirecTV, but I have DirecTV, and Sunday, the NFL Sunday ticket was given to me for free, and I love it. It's great. Watch 8 games at once. It's hard to pay attention to just one game, though. I think I have ADD or something, because my head's going do. It's crazy. So finally, I just switched it to the Red Zone channel, which switches back to different games throughout the day, which is cool. So you don't have to watch one boring game. If you don't have it, I highly suggest you get DirecTV and the NFL Sunday ticket, because it's great if you're a football fan. It's not great if you're a spouse who doesn't like football. My wife's basically a widow for the next 16, 17 weeks. No, she's not. I say that jokingly. Just like everybody else's significant other, if they're not into footballs. They should have a club for them. Or like some sort of fantasy non-football league game thingy. I don't know. That's another big thing, fantasy football. Got like 5 leagues. I've actually cut down this year. I was in 10 or 11. So down to 5. That's progress in my eyes. Making a lot of strides in cutting down on what would be viewed as childish, dorky, stupid, you have better stuff to do with your time game. But yeah, football's back and I love it. So, moving on. Unless you're hiding under a rock somewhere, or you're anti-Apple, Apple had their big show to show off their new products yesterday. They announced the Apple iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. Sharp looking phones, kind of similar looking to the Galaxy 5 as far as screen size, and that's what Apple owners have been, the iPhone owners have been wanting the last couple of years when they've announced these as a bigger screen. They finally did it. And there's a lot of cool new features on the camera. I have a 5S, and the slow-mo camera is sweet. It's only 120 frames per second, but the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus has a 240 frames per second feature on it, which is incredible. I mean, the 120 is incredible, but I can only imagine. I seen the video of the 240, and it's sharp. And they also have a time-lapse feature on the camera, but I'm not sure how I feel on that. I think that's kind of a stupid feature unless you don't have any life. If you're gonna sit there and watch someone paint a mural on a big ass building wall and you got whatever time to kill, then yeah, that's cool. You can sit there and hold your phone for like 5 hours. But the end result is kind of cool, and I could see it doing it for like weather too. I'm a weather geek. If a storm rolls through, it would be really cool to see it transition from sunny skies to stormy weather. But other features on it that, what else did it have? Oh, yeah, you can now buy stuff through your iPhone with I believe they call it iPay or something, I don't know. You just put your phone over the ATM card reader at the store if it accepts it, and boom, you're done. Pretty good idea. They also unveiled an iWatch to copy Samsung with their watch, but the Apple watches, I'm telling you, they look 1,000 times better than the Samsung ones, in my opinion. I didn't really read in the details or see the details because Apple's live stream of the event was absolutely atrocious. For a company like Apple to have as many problems as they did with this, they should be embarrassed. It was absolutely embarrassing to have the video cut out and then it said access denied. I'm like, what? I'm watching on my iPhone. Why can't I watch this? Now I understand on my computer I don't have the requirements. It's not a Macintosh or a MacBook or whatever. So yeah, that's fine, but I'm watching on my iPhone. They didn't plan to have billions of people or millions of people watching the live stream. You would have thought they would have had that all sorted out before this event took place. I know if Steve Jobs was still alive, that wouldn't have happened. And even when it did work, you had this Chinese or Japanese interpreter talking the same time as everybody else on stage was talking. It got so annoying. I maybe watched a total of 8 minutes of it, and I couldn't take it anymore. I just turned it off. So Apple, if there's anybody from Apple listening, which I doubt it, because, well, no one really listens to this show, really. A few hundred, but if you're listening, fix your GD live stream for the next one, because a lot of people couldn't see what you were presenting, and that is not good for business. Really not good for business. What else is going on in the world? Again, thank you for listening. This is Talk Today. I'm your host, James Prazik, coming to you from a soggy part of Michigan right now. It is September 10th. Tomorrow is the anniversary of 9/11. Has it lost? Have people lost or forgotten really what happened on this day already? I think people have loosened up. They've almost gotten complacent in life. Excuse me. That another 9/11 could happen. I know after 9/11, people were vigilant. I was looking at people, but I think now people, as Americans, it's just in our nature. We just go back to being, living our lives, letting our guards down, I think. And I don't think that we honor those that we lost in those terrible planes and buildings like we did the first 5 or so years. I think it's just gotten, I mean, for Christ's sakes, there's a museum. They're selling ridiculous merchandise. It's now just, I think, just another, like, Pearl Harbor Day. I'm not old enough to remember that, obviously, but it's sad. I really think people have I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. They, like I said, just gotten complacent and almost, I don't want to say forgotten about it, because something like that you'll never ever forget. I mean, you don't want to over dramatize things, but what happened that day is absolutely horrifying to watch. People jumping from 110 stories to their deaths, and watching these planes, these big planes, flying into these buildings. And we don't appreciate our police, fire departments, first responders as much as we should. And after the situation in Ferguson, Missouri, kind of puts a little damper on it, but these guys still go out and serve and protect us, and they should be recognized every day, not just once a year. So thank you to all those who do serve or have served, and thoughts out to the families tomorrow as we celebrate. But we remember, and we'll never forget what happened that day. I think it's a fitting way to end the show. Just a little tribute to all those, or to say something about it. So, God bless you all. God bless America, greatest country in the world. Thank you for listening to this, if you do listen to it. This is Talk Today with James Prazik. I'm your host, James Prazik. Till we meet again, good day.